There was a lot of good scenes in this Batman movie, especially that one part where he dog slapped that one dude in the alleyway. But in my opinion, my favorite part was this suit up scene right here.
Something's in my ass.
1, 2, 3.
So yeah, it's currently 2 in the motherfucking morning, and as you can tell by my shirt, I just got off work. We on that YouTube grind, baby. So just like my last movie review, we're gonna do it in the dark, not only because it's late, but I feel like it fits the Batman vibe like pretty good. I know I don't normally do my videos like this, but I feel like this also matches the vibe, the red hue and whatnot. It also kind of looks creepy, but it's a Batman movie. Batman's a little bit creepy. Yeah, and I'm going to explain Batman spoiler review. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, but granted, it hasn't been out for a fat minute.
I'm very sorry, and I apologize for the inconvenience of me not keeping up.
Yeah, just like my other movie review, this movie was heat beginning to end. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see me review a movie that I don't like, just to switch it up a bit. So as a spoiler review, we're going to be going over all my favorite parts, and literally, off the rip, literally, the moment Riddler popped up and murdered the freaking mayor. And don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. That shit jump scared you. It jump scared me. Don't tell me you didn't like the way they made his eyes glow from the reflection of the TV screen was just so well made in an artistic like sense. And shout out to the actor who played him. Like I heard that he almost like passed out because he would like put saran wrap around his head and then put his mask on, and like it doesn't let you sweat, but he was supposed to sweat. It's like, so he passed the fuck out or some shit. But yeah, that's like some method acting right there. That's like some Christian Bale type shit. So shout out to you, bro. Yeah, I know who he is. He's a slept-on actor, low-key. Right after that, we get our first look at our boy Robert Patty. And man, let's just say we've gone a long way from the glitter, and we've moved on to eyeshadow. But honestly, it goes hard, and it's one of the only movies that actually like accepts that Batman wears like eye makeup under his mask, and not just like takes it off when it's convenient for the movie. His hands in this movie be rated E for everybody. He even gave Gordon a right hook. I do want to say that this movie at its core is a detective movie about the world's greatest detective, and there were some parts where I was like, oh. And you know, I don't know if that's because the movie was just very clever or I'm just slow. I find it funny how most of the movie he's pretty much trying to find Tekashi 6ix9ine because he's trying to find someone who like snitched on someone. If you know, you know. I'm not going to get into everything because it's not a complete breakdown. Although at one part Bruce did mess up because he didn't know how to speak Spanish. So he did say in the beginning of the movie that he's been only doing Batman stuff for like 2 years. So, you know, cut your boy some slack. I like how the police don't really like Batman too much because they don't trust him and whatnot. Except for Gordon, obviously. Gordon and Batman play off each other very well because there's some things that Gordon can do that Batman can't do, and there's some things that Batman can do that Gordon can't do. For example, they've always wanted to like raid the Penguins Club, but they always need a warrant. But Batman, he don't need that shit, so he just busts through and whatnot. And yeah, he started beating the, I can't even curse, but you know what, he was beating the. Yeah, I mean, by the way, the makeup on Colin Farrell's face for him to play Penguin is crazy. Like, he looks like a completely different person. When the Riddler gets a drop on someone, it's very well made because it's not flashy and it's very quick and in a way kind of bland. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just like, it's pretty much how it would be like if a serial killer like killed you. Like, it wouldn't be like some anime type stuff. You just, and then that's it. Like, credits for you, like. And you know, he's not always killing people. Actually, in his free time, he posts on Reddit and live streams on Twitch.
Amazing. Dwayne, get out my fucking comment section. Go do something, man.
This movie also has a plot line that was done in the Telltale games where the Wayne family happens to be like tied in with the mafia and whatnot. And you know, it's a good change for this movie being that they just always get shot by that one crackhead and that's it. Like, we never hear about them again. So it was nice to have them still be a part of the movie even though they weren't like physically in it. And the final action scene is really well made. I like how it's like a goon beatdown, like, you know, it's like some old school Batman stuff with a bunch of dudes that look like the Riddler, which is really just people who's joined his subreddit. And let me know in the comments, do you think that that fluid that he injected himself with was like Bane venom? I think it was. My boy Eric doesn't, and we got into a fight about it. But let me know in the comments your theories and whatnot. Bro, the Joker reveal was crazy. I thought for a second it was Two-Face because like half of his face is messed up. But then when he said something about like one day you're on top and the next day you're a clown, I'm like, okay, that's Mr. J. One of the first complaints that I heard about this movie is that it's political and whatnot. And really the only thing political about it is that in the beginning you know that there's a election going on between a white guy and a black girl. And you know, like if we haven't seen that already. There was that one scene with Catwoman where she says that she's trying to get revenge on some white privileged people. And yeah, it was kind of on the nose. But granted, the main person she's trying to get revenge on is Carmine Falcone, which happens to be her dad. And he's like a little bit light-skinned. And also people are saying that this movie is like very depressing. And my response to that would be that Joker was like even more depressing. And that movie was a masterpiece. So I don't know why people are saying that. In my opinion, I feel like that is an unfair critique. People also saying that Bruce Wayne in this movie is like an emo kid. And you know, I would say that's fair. But you know, his parents got shot. And I don't think y'all will be all smiles from Miles if y'all folks got smoked by some guy that does dope. And at
Now listen! That's called motherfucking bars, nigga!
And at the end of the day, you can't talk smack because he did get some action from Catwoman.
Fine, she done pissing me off! How are you that fine,
Let me just take this time to talk about something that I did like in the section of the video where I talk about stuff that I didn't like. The relationship between Batman and Catwoman is very nice. It's not on some NJ and Peter Parker type stuff, but you know, granted, it is a different vibe. Her aim is garbage though.
What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at?
It sucks that she had to leave at the end of the movie. She is moving to Bloodhaven though, which is not far from Gotham.
All she talking about is come and see me for
Another thing that kind of sucked was that Alfred wasn't in the movie too much. I wouldn't even say he's Bruce's butler. He's more like his roommate. The scenes where he's trying to give Bruce advice were nice, but I would say that his highlight scene was when Riddler hit him with the Black Ops 2 C4. Something that I kind of didn't like was Batman's armor. And I'm not talking about like the armor that he's wearing on his body. I'm talking about the plot armor that he had. Like, yeah, he has like everything bulletproof and whatnot, but like this right here is not. And like, who hasn't decided to just saying. To be fair, there are some parts where he tries to protect it, and then there's some other parts where he doesn't care. Yeah, there is one plot hole. Batman gets blown up in one part of the movie, and the Gotham PD pick him up and rescue him. And you know, he's on the table and he's like laid out from the explosion. And one guy does try to take off his mask, but I don't know why everyone there wasn't trying to take off his mask. But you know, if you think about it, you can see why. Like maybe they didn't want to like move him around because maybe something with a spine. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a dude who watched the movie. But yeah, y'all, that's my thoughts on Batman. I just want to say sorry. I know my camera has been messing up and auto-focusing off of me this whole video. I know I don't want to hear any comments about it. I'm sorry. I will do better in the future, but I've committed to this bootlegged ass setup. But right now, I also want to say thank you because at the time of this recording, we are at 53 subscribers. And I know it's not a lot, but the last time I did an update, we were at 32, and now we're at like, what, 20 plus more. And you know, it is a milestone because it is half of 100, and even that is a milestone, as small as it is. And I just want to say thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
All I gotta say now is that my next video is gonna be a fun one, and I'm very excited to upload it. And yeah, it's only up from here, y'all. Catch you on the flip side. Deuces.